Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Abigail, and today, as you can see a little preview, I am doing some character art digitally. The app I use is Procreate on an iPad Pro with an Apple Pencil. And I made it a goal for me this year, which I haven't been super great at doing, but I made it a goal for myself this year that I would do more character art and more of like putting characters in certain scenarios. So, drawing them doing things and interacting with their surroundings and each other, because that's not something I'm the best at or have put a lot of effort into doing. So this was definitely this was the first time I had picked it up for the year, so it's a little old already. I was working on it back in January, but I do still really like how it turned out. I was using references for the posing and stuff that I just found on Pinterest, and that's kind of my go-to. I think it was a screen cap from a show, but it wasn't a show that I recognize, so anyway, because that's the other thing I wanted to get better at, was using references for my artwork, because that's something I get nervous about. I never usually put my characters doing things because I'd have to look at references for it. And I don't know why, but I kind of have it in my head that like I can't use references, which is so silly because that's something that everybody should be doing at every stage of art, is using references. It's perfectly normal and actually encouraged, but it's not something I had been doing. Anyway, so these are my characters. They are the oldest characters that I have. Their names are Nathan and Angel, and they have gone through some pretty dramatic transformations throughout their lives and stuff, but ultimately I think I've settled in a place where I like how they look and stuff, and I do have like a rough story outline for them. It's not, I don't know, it's not ever concrete. It's something that I would love to like maybe write out more someday or do like a comic with someday, but I'm not sure that it's something that I could do right now because that takes a lot of time and effort already. This drawing, which was originally supposed to be just kind of a sketch with some colors, took me hours and hours, and I'm like, that's not, a comic would not be able to happen, at least not until I refined a style, or at least was quicker about it. But anyway, I start my sketches with the 6B pencil in Procreate, and then I ink with the dry ink brush. It's my favorite. I like the texture a lot. And then I go through and I color block them out, and then I clipping mask all other color layers to them, so that way I only have to outline them once, because that's my least favorite part, is outlining them. And here I pulled up their kind of reference sheets from, oh god, is it over a year ago now? Maybe, I don't know, but it was the first time I had drawn them in their newer designs, and so this was me. I was pulling colors and stuff from them so I could get their coloring just right, and I love their outfits. Someday I'll have to make a video going through. Nathan is the one with the dark greenish hair. The transformations that this man has gone through is kind of ridiculous, but ultimately I've settled on a style and outfits that I really like, so I hope you enjoy those too. If you have original characters that you like to draw in comics or whatever, please tell me about them below. I would love to hear them. That is like my favorite thing from artists, which is why it's something I want to do more, is I love hearing about artists' original characters and stuff. Which is why I want to talk about mine more, or draw them more at least, because if I care about other people's characters, somebody out there has to care about mine. It's my cats, but yeah. Anyway, so then I go and I make them dirty because they're kind of in a bad situation, if you couldn't tell, and added like a background, some lighting, because I was trying to figure out what it was that I wanted them actually in, and then I was like, well, I actually have to worry about lighting and matching them to their environments and stuff, so I add multiple multiply layers to kind of really get that darkness that I was looking for, and then I add some details, and then you'll get to see a nice close-up of it. I'm definitely very proud of it. it might not have turned out exactly how I wanted, but I love it anyway. And now for another one. I did this pretty much right after the one before. I was kind of on a kick for a little bit where I was like, as soon as I finished the other one, cats again. As soon as I finished the other one, I immediately like picked up this one and started going. This one was a little bit trickier, I feel like, to get the posing, at least the facial features down, because the reference I was using was a different piece of artwork that had somebody else's style. So like trying to get the facial features down in my own style was a little tricky. So I kind of went back and forth with that for a little bit, but because I think like I try to stick to a fairly realistic style, I would say. It's like realistic cartoon, which I know they contradict each other, but I like to keep proportions pretty realistic and like the shapes of things fairly realistic, but I have to figure out a way how do I get my characters to look like they're emoting correctly in my style, because like I just don't, like I said, not very good at drawing them in circumstances and stuff. So I'm hoping just for more artwork and branching out a little bit more, because that's not something I'm good at. And this artwork started with, I wanted it to just be kind of a messy sketch with color, but then I started coloring and I realized that I wanted to keep coloring, and so then I was like, well, it's not gonna work if it's not lined. So then after going through all of this effort to color it, I go back and then I line it instead. So obviously looking a bit messy. Not exactly what I was looking for, and I was trying some different ways to draw fire. And then I finally settled on this, and then I was like, I start adding all the shadows and stuff, because that's something I am a fan of when I'm drawing digitally. I like a lot of dramatic light, which isn't really something you can do traditionally, or at least not as easily traditionally. Here you throw a couple layers on it and you're good. Traditionally is a lot harder, and I always get a lot scareder to do that, to like start layering colors more. But anyway, if you like what you see here, I know it's a bit of a short video. I've been a little busy, but if you like what you see here, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I would love to have you. I also have all of my social medias linked down below, as well as my shop, where I have all of my stickers and soon prints, and I do have some jewelry listed there as well, some beautiful earrings, because I make earrings. And so here I am now cleaning up the colors and stuff to fit within the line art, because obviously once you kind of perfect the line art, the color was kind of everywhere as well, which was, let me tell you, annoying. Note to self, if you're gonna line it, just go ahead and line it before you color it. It makes everybody's life so much easier. And then I'm touching up the colors and adding some finishing details, and I ended up being very, very happy with it. So tell me what you think. And like I said, tell me about your original characters if you have them. I would love to hear about them. And you will get a close-up here very soon. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. It is crazy to me how many videos I have made over the years and how many people watch them and see them. That's really awesome. So we are almost to the end, and this villain is new. I don't know much about him yet, but I've decided this is what he looks like. And here's our close-up. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye!